안녕하세요. I need to turn this down. I was gonna write in the description that I'm just practicing and mucking around, but I forgot. Hi Jaden, hey Manny, hey Eric, hey Renee, Yuhan Min, Amudo Opneo, hi Rob, hi Legend KYD. Hi Gordo, say hi to Auntie Annette from Auntie Grace. Hi Auntie Annette. How you doing? I'm going to, what am I going to do? Make this easy to look at. Oh, look at that. Sorry, I don't know how to use this stand very well because it came with the studio that I used to practice. This is the studio I've been using to practice recently. How do I? Samurai Moon IQ, how are you doing? It makes me realize how weird people's YouTube names are. Let's get a bit closer. I think we can get a bit closer. I don't know if you can hear my voice very well, but because I'm just filming on my mobile, the sound, when I start playing the buckets, the sound's gonna get crazy. Because I really like this room because it's got big echo. Good start, good start. It's morning here in South Korea, that's where I am. Hopefully you can see those flips. Sometimes when you do them too quickly and the frame rate is only at 30 frames per second, it doesn't pick them up. And you can't see that I'm actually flipping the stick, but I am flipping it. I am flipping the stick. Super cut ってどうやって投げるの？あとコートンパ。I think there's a button somewhere. スーパーチャット何かのボタンがあるはずなんだけど、どうやってやるのね。Just a moment. But anyway, so this is where I've been practicing recently. I just come here in the morning for an hour or 2 hours and just play, try some new ideas and stuff. I've been playing like the samba style beat recently. Samba, or is it it's like I feel like it's a fast bossa nova, but a fast bossa nova is like a samba. Anyway, essentially. So I'm just going to be streaming for 20 minutes. I'm just going to play for a bit, say hi to everyone. Have you been practicing with real drums? Not since I came to South Korea, but I did find a place where I can practice, because I don't have my drums here. So. That's the basic bossa nova beat. If you're a drummer, you know there's this other kind of bossa nova rhythm, which is when that's played, your foot plays the bass drum. And that rhythm goes on the top. However, I kind of just play it all with my hands. So sometimes I can't play both at the same time. So sometimes when I should be playing the bass drum bit, I'm playing the overall rhythm. So you kind of end up with a hybrid, which sounds like this. So you combine those two together. That's how I combined them together. I guess you could change it so there's more of that underlying bass drum feel. That would be a completely different pattern to work out. Actually, I'm going to learn that and see what it sounds like. Abhi Gaming, hi from India, hi from South Korea. What did he say this rhythm is bossa nova? It's originally, I learned it as a bossa nova, but because I play it faster, I guess that would be classified as a samba. You know, bossa nova is like a that's the bossa nova. That's like the speed of a bossa nova. And the whole vibe of a bossa nova, it's kind of floating in the air. Like it stays at the same rhythmic feeling. The groove does. So it's not like a rock beat where it's which is up and down. It just kind of so it's floating. But when you play it faster and you put more emphasis, it becomes a bit more grounded, like which I guess that's a samba. I'm not a professional in like Latin and South American music, but that's as far as I know. But the pattern I'm using, I learned it as a bossa nova. That's why in my head I think it's a bossa nova. But when you play it fast, it's a samba. I think So, but that floating feeling is the bossa nova. That up and it becomes more like a samba. So that's the difference. They were the same rhythms that I was playing, but one is, a dreamy kind of dancey kind of floating feeling. The other one's kind of like party mode. Someone was asking what drum kit do I use. I use a Ludwig. The drum kit I've got, which is still in Australia, is a Ludwig with a Black Beauty Ludwig snare drum. Ludwig and Yamaha are kind of like my favorite drum brands, but these days, in all honesty, every drum company is making good sounding drums. There's no drum company that's bad these days. In the old days, not that I was alive then, but like 70s, 80s, there was definitely like dodgy drum kits or bad cheap drum kits. But these days, every drum company makes gorgeous drums. So if you're wondering which drum kit to get, just play it and whichever one you like is the best one for you. What for cymbals? I use mostly Zildjian for my cymbals. Zildjian Ks Zildjian Ks for cymbals. Zildjian are just kind of like the standard, easy to use. I also use Istanbul, because they're all handmade cymbals. Occasionally you get like really nice ones. The thing with Georgian, because they're machine made, there's more consistency. But then you get like Istanbul, kind of like those handmade cymbals. And they're all good, but sometimes you get some really ones that you just can't turn down. ISO plus. Annyeonghaseyo. Annyeonghaseyo. Kainosuke san sashiburi. Sorry, I'm speaking Korean, English, and Japanese. How many buckets should a beginner use? Any grace? Thanks for the question. Use as many as you want. The thing with bucket drumming is there's no rules. There is no rules of how to play. I've got my own style, but some bucket drummers, they don't use their feet. They have like for their bass drum, they've got a big bucket here that they play, and they'll have it suspended. Like, get some tape, get some pieces of wood or some stands, and muck around it and see what you can build, you know? Because if you make like a stand to keep your bucket hovering above the ground, you'll get a lot of bass out of it. So yeah, if you're trying bucket drumming, just get any bucket that you can. Try them all, because there's buckets that break instantly, there's buckets that don't sound very good, and then occasionally there's some buckets that just are amazing. And you can play them for months and they don't break and they get cool sounds. You can try putting things in the buckets to change the sound. Anything, just get everything and just experiment with different sounds. Mayo buckets sound good. Yeah, they do. They're big, I think they're around this size, maybe a bit taller. Those kind of mayonnaise buckets that they use for restaurants. Like mayonnaise, this much mayonnaise. Like, who has that much mayonnaise? But I guess the restaurants go through that much mayonnaise. And those buckets are quite good. Obviously clean out the mayonnaise first. But sometimes restaurants will be chucking the big buckets of mayonnaise out on the curb, you know, and you can just take them. Wiley Dutch, I'm a big fan, thank you. Okay, enough talking. I've got 10 minutes left. Do you use anything for a cymbal sound, or strictly buckets alone? I've got a little cymbal that I use sometimes, like on the ground, but I don't have it with me today. So yeah. For those of you that joined in recently, this is a studio I've been using recently where I just come here in the morning and practice ideas. When looking for a studio, I look for a place with a good echo. When the buckets echo, it's a lot easier to come up with new ideas. It's insane how with drumsticks you can hit stuff and make a beat and it sounds good. Yeah, well, that's pretty much music anyway. It's like the same with the guitar. It's crazy how with the guitar you can just put some strings on this empty bit of wood and it sounds awesome. The magic of music. Will you be able to get a second camera? Of course. Well, today I was kind of just, I wasn't intending on doing a live stream, but if you want me to do live streams in the studio like this in the future, I can get a better camera and a better microphone and get a full setup going if people are interested in seeing that. Hey Gordo, could you try doing like a 5/4 or 6/8 beat? They're good drumming, by the way. I do 6/8 beats occasionally, but I do them in the feel of the 4/4 beat. What do I mean by that is I'll be playing a 4/4 beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then I'll just break it up to triplets. Shuffle, which is, you can count it as 4/4, but it's also 6/8. So I count everything in fours. That's why I'm not very good at 5/4 or those kind of odd time signatures. But as far as 6/8 goes, it can be broken into 4. In my head it's always 4/4, so twisting back and forth. 5/4, I can play, but it doesn't sound good. 5/4 is 5 quarter notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That lopsided feel that is not fun to play at a fast pace. You can do 5/8, which would be like, I could do like 5, maybe 5/8 or 5/16, where it's like a more of a 4/4 feel as well. So you have 1, 1, 2, 3, and then the subdivisions are groups of 5. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Instead of that, which is normal, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. You can do stuff like that. Which is kind of, it sounds a bit weird, but that is has more application. As like a 5/8 kind of beat. It sounds less lopsided because you can count it as the quarter notes as 4. Like that kind of thing. If that makes any sense. Sorry to get technical all of a sudden. But anyway, that's how much time I've got for today, guys. If you want me to do more live streams like this in the future, like in a studio where I explain things or just practice or whatever, let me know in the comments and I can sort it out so I have a better camera and a microphone and a proper setup. Today it was just on a phone, you know, but I did it. Z1. Right, left, right, right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I see note. Yeah, it's just a single stroke roll, but with the accents every fifth note. Need better mic for future streams. So yeah, if people want to see this kind of thing more, I can get a proper microphone. The microphones I use for my actual videos. Is busking allowed in South Korea? Yes, it is. Okay. See you later, guys. I'm out of time. Thanks for joining. Bye.